Good morning, everyone. Let's get this bread. So, to start the day, looking at the economic data, we got core retail sales, unemployment sales coming in an hour before market open, and then throughout the day, as well as Empire State's manufacturing index, Philly Fed manufacturing index. Yeah, so be on the lookout for all that. And then throughout the day, we have Fed speakers and a sleuth of economic data. So just know we got a lot of stuff coming in today, especially a lot of the higher impact stuff pre-market. And now let's get to earnings. On the day, Walmart had earnings. Those look good. I'm not sure how Baba and JD did, but yeah, they had earnings. Tomorrow, I don't see anything that looks too significant, but looking ahead to next week, on Monday, we have a Nancy stock, Nancy Pelosi, for those of you who don't know. Lowe's on Tuesday. Those are the only things that really stand out to me next week. Oh, and we have Target as well. All right, and going on, looking at the charts. On the day, looking at IWM, I have this trend line right here. Looks like we could break below it. Looks like we could also hold above it. If we end up crossing, kind of see how this economic data comes out. If we end up crossing this, the next area I'm looking for us to come to is to make our way down to this 197. So we'll see how that plays out. Support on IWM is going to be right here, like right where it is, about 206.50. Resistance, we'll put it like 207.50. Going on, looking at the Qs here. Let's see what we got here. But looking at the Qs, like this trade idea I posted, we kind of did get a pullback to this trend line. It looks like we could be on our way up. And as of right now, we're kind of following this trend line. So I like the idea of entering, like either entering on a pullback, or if you're in something like this, riding, and my target would be 475. It looks like we're kind of bullish again, but I also do want to put on your radar that in that target area, there is a demand zone up here starting at about 471, or a supply zone. All right, going on, looking at the SPY. All right, so the SPY has now gotten above this weekly fib as well as the daily fib. So we are now, as of right now, above the trend line. So hey, I would say we're bullish. My next real target on the SPY would be is 453 area, and this is actually where the next supply zone is 550 to 553. That's going to be where the next area of supply is, and we'll actually drag it up as high as about 555, just because there is some liquidity there that appears to need to be captured. Going on, looking at Palantir once again looks like it's making its way up to top of this trend line. So I would once again like to see us test this trend line before playing any kind of downside. This green box was kind of a trade idea, kind of playing off, hey, we enter here and then we try to ride about halfway to the range. So that's a trade idea I like if we get a move from Palantir like that. As of right now, the resistance on Palantir appears to be about 31.33. Support appears to be about 30.28. And then last but not least, taking a look at NVIDIA. Still moving on up. We had a 1 hour demand zone here, and we kind of pulled back and came back up real fast. So looking at it as of right now, looking kind of at its current trend, that might be what I'm looking at for NVIDIA, or something more along these lines. We'll see. But yeah, looking at NVIDIA, this is kind of what I see on NVIDIA right now. Right now, while we're up in this area, next target is for it to come and take this about 121, 122 level. I want to put this on your radar. It looks like we got the data. We got the US dollar rocketing up, going up on the dollar, which usually brings stocks down, but it also looks like they're trying to fake us out and hit some stops. So I would kind of pay attention to these and see how they are doing in relation, because we got the SPY running up, we got the Dixie running up. Something's going to have to give. Maybe the SPY will continue to run up and the Dixie will continue to run up. Just know that if the Dixie continues to run up as well, there will probably be some sort of strong sell-off when we least expect it. And maybe that occurs somewhere up here. So be sure to smash the like button. That's your watch list for the day, family. Let's get this bread.